Welcome back to the channel. I have an exciting promotional project to go over you today. Now, this is a project that started to gain some traction in the last day or two. I'm starting to hear some buzz, and that's when you want to hear about new projects because gains can happen very fast. You want to hear about them right at the start. So which project is this? It is Jesus 2.0. So I know the first question I'm going to get from people is it related to Raptor Jesus? No, it is a different team, different project. So this one, Jesus 2.0, they don't yet have a tradable token, so they're not on CoinMarketCap. They are doing a pre-sale on pinksale.com. So let's check that out. Check out the details here. So it started July 17th yesterday. It will go through Sunday, July 23rd. I believe that's Sunday. So far, they've raised about, 19? Here we go. Right there, 9.2 ETH from 26 total participants. That's about $18,000 a day into the pre-sale. That's pretty good. Here are the links to the audit KYC. We'll go over those in a second. There will be a 3% buy tax, 3% sell tax when it does start trading. But of the 3%, 2% goes to the marketing fund, which marketing, that's basically the number one contributor to a project being successful and token price going up. So I don't have a problem with that. And then 1% of the 3% will go to the burn wallets. What else do we have here? Liquidity will be locked for 730. That's about two full years afterwards, after the pre-sale completes. That's pretty good. And then it will start trading on Uniswap, as mentioned. And this is interesting. So the team, they previously have done one other project, Moses Coin. Now, Moses Coin, I'd heard about it about a month ago. My first thought when I saw this here, well, it was decently successful, right? It was actually very successful, a lot more successful than I had initially thought. So let's check it out right here. So here's Moses Coin. So move myself over here. So they did a pre-sale. They usually, what you want to always avoid pre-sales dumping after they get listed on exchanges. So Pink Sale is known for that. When they do huge pre-sales like $500,000, sometimes, unfortunately, everyone just sells right when it hits exchanges and then the price goes down. This was quite the opposite. They did a little pre-sale. I think they raised about $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, so sort of a modest pre-sale. It dipped slightly, just ever so slightly. Then it just sort of went up big time right here. It peaked at around a $3 million market cap. Then it opened at around a half $500,000 market cap, so roughly a 5 or 6x. Right now it's at a $1 million market cap. So it still did about a 2x if you held throughout the whole time. The other good thing is a lot of times projects will peak just for a split second and drop down. So yeah, maybe it did a 20x, but there was no way to catch the top. This one was at their $3 million peak for a good week right here. So this chart here, even though maybe it doesn't look as sexy as some other charts, this was an easy 5 or 6x. And then I get a lot of people asking me, like, Ben, I've tried to chase Pepe gains too much, going for the home runs. Do you have any recommendations for just some like easy 5, 10x's? Well, again, always do your own due diligence. Nothing is a guarantee, but this project definitely seems to fit the bill for more of a 5x, 10x sort of modest gain as opposed to, shooting for the home run with the 200x, which you strike out most of the time, as we know. So anyways, let's go over the audit and KYC. As mentioned, here's KYC with Cyberscope. They're one of the top 5 auditing and KYC firms. Here's the audit right here. So it passed with flying colors. You might see this if you looked at it, stops transactions unresolved. That's just a pre-sale thing. You always see this when a project first does pre-sale because then they need to manually add the liquidity to the exchange. Then they need to actually click for the trading to be enabled here. So it is the transactions are initially disabled for all users, excluding unauthorized addresses. The owner can enable the transactions for all users. That's what you do. The owner will enable all transactions. And once the transactions are enabled, meaning right when it hits exchanges, the owner will not be able to disable them again. So that's exactly what you want to see. So any pre-sale is going to have this little red mark right here. Other than that, it passed with no major, no medium, no minor issues. So this audit passed with flying colors. Now let's dig into Jesus 2.0 and what exactly is this project? What's the feel? What's the vibe? What's the team trying to accomplish? Here's the website, jesus2.vip. Links will be at the bottom. Jesus 2.0, the second coming is here. We are here to do everything that Jesus 1.0 could not do. Strong community presence, passive income, NFTs, Jesus 2.0 decentralized exchange. 2.0 will be leading the people to utilities. Don't forget about teeths also, if I pronounce that right. This will be biblical. Repent before it is too late. So this one definitely has kind of a serious, spiritual, religious tone to it. So the second coming theme, obviously part of that is the actual religious thing. Jesus will come back. salvation will be enabled or whatever the Bible says. But it also could mean the second coming in relation to Raptor Jesus, the token I mentioned at the start. Again, it's a different team, different project, but they were massively successful in the beginning here. It got up to roughly around a $25-30 million market cap, I want to say. Started at below $1 million market cap, so it did huge gains, and obviously it was not able to hold the success. There was a lot of selling, so it turned into not a very successful project right here. But for a while it was. So the second coming of this project could mean like, well, the original Raptor Jesus 1.0 had the formula down for a little bit, so we just want to kind of fine-tune the glitches the problems they had after that, and then hold that success at the top right there. More about the project, this one. Join us as we forge a path that transcends boundaries, unites believers, and unleashes the full potential of faith and finance. This revolution will be nothing short of blessings, so don't miss your chance to be part of something truly extraordinary. So the tone is just very sort of uplifting, spiritual, serious. This is not like a 4chan token the way the original Raptor was, or the way the 4chan token itself is, where it's sort of a funky kind of satiric vibe. That's the vibe there. No, this is very serious. You'll still see memes, but they'll be serious and uplifting, not sort of mockery sort of memes. Let's look at the tokenomics. So 9% goes to pre-sale, 4% to liquidity, 77% will be locked and burned in 3 months. That's a lot of tokens being burned. They will all be burned at once at that time in 3 months. It won't be a gradual burn. That's good. There's, full transparency there. You're never wondering, are tokens being burned or not? Clean time right there. They will be burned. 3% marketing, 2% to an NFT project, more than a SEC, 2% to centralized exchange listings, 1% to team, 1% to the unlocked wallet. Now let's look at the roadmap to kind of just see where they're planning on going beyond just being a meme coin doing a pre-sale. So the roadmap is 3 stages: salvation, deliverance, and redemption. So I like this. The marketing kind of goes in line with the theme, with the character, with the meme. That's what I like. So salvation, we're kind of in this stage right now. Be the pre-sale listing, the Twitter getting launched, get up to 777 holders, get the Telegram launched. Deliverance will be mostly next week. There will be a Uniswap listing, that's next week. Hopefully some centralized exchange listings, increase in marketing, and then want to get up to 7,000 holders. So that's a lot right there. Redemption. So there'll be some NFTs. They haven't really given it many details of the NFTs, but this character right here, this Jesus character, does seem very memeable. So that's a good thing right there. Then they want to launch the Jesus 2.0 decentralized exchange. And then there will be continue marketing. Then we get to 70,000 holders. So they've definitely lofty plans right here. I like that. Now the team actually is doxed here. It's pretty rare for meme coins, but here they are: Ronald Goss and Tyler Hardness. Those are the founders of the Moses coin from a month ago that I mentioned. And then how to buy. So it is an Ethereum-based coin. Here's the contract address right in the wallet, so it's easy. So MetaMask wallet, Trust wallet, Coinbase wallet, anything that works with Ethereum tokens, just hook it up, then go to uniswap.com, enter the contract address in Uniswap, hit enter, it will pull up this contract, and then basically just hit buy. You might have to change the slippage, so you go to settings, slippage, you might have to set that to 5-6%, sometimes you do it for new meme coins. Other than that, then it's just pretty easy, and the transaction goes through. Now let's take a look at the Twitter page. The links to the socials are at the bottom of the website. Their Twitter handle is at Jesus2_King. So we got some reviews here. We got some Bible verses here. So it's a very sort of spiritual, uplifting tone. Definitely not as 4chan-esque as a lot of other coins as mentioned. Here's another meme. It's got to have a memeable character. It's one of the most important parts right there. Here's Crypto Zeus. I mentioned him a few times. He's doing a review of the project. He's one of the bigger influencers out there. Comes from the Safe Moon and Terra Luna Classic community. So anytime he's doing a review of a project, it definitely adds credibility. More Bible verses right here. Links to the centralized exchange. Great memeable character. That is what I like. And that's it right there. So anyway, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about Jesus 2.0. Links are at the bottom. So it's definitely one, a few things I like about the project. I like how the team has already achieved success with Moses, the prior coin, some good 5x success. And then Moses definitely has a similar sort of style and feel as this coin. So the team kind of, they've got their style that they work with that is successful. So that's what I like. I also like how they're doing sort of a modest pre-raise on Pink Sale, or definitely kind of has a feeling of maybe they're shooting for $50,000, $100,000, $150,000 pre-sale, not like a $500,000, $1 million pre-sale. That reduces the chances of dumping at the beginning, which is good. And I think instead, it's a good way to really effectively sort of build hype during the pre-sale period for when the hype matters most, when the token is tradable, which is which will be next week. And then lastly, I just like how, the marketing, the tone, the theme, the character, everything sort of is uniform. It works, ties in. It's not scattered all over the place the way a lot of new meme coin projects are. That's it for today. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like, subscribe button if you haven't already. Be back tomorrow with a new video. Ben Crypto signing out. Catch you later.